Good morning and afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ignite Your Brand Virtual Event 2021, presented by Deluxe and Safeguard. We are so excited to have you all here with us today. We've got a great event lined up. My name is Kevin Durella, and I'm the Executive Director here at Safeguard and Deluxe, and I'll be your moderator or host today. And we've got three great presenters who are going to share with you ideas and new products and trends for 2021 in the promotional product and apparel space. So let me just give you a little rundown on how that's going to work today for those of you who haven't visited with us on an Ignite Your Brand virtual event before. So each presenter today will have about 15 minutes to present their products and trends for 2021. Now you as an attendee can ask questions in our Q&A chat area in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. You should see a little chat box there where you can type in your message, and we'll be sure to get those questions answered at the end of each of the presentations today. Now, in the event reminder that was sent out to you today, you should have received an Ignite Your Brand information form. If you didn't get it in the event reminder, you may have gotten it directly from one of your Safeguard representatives. And that form was kind of designed so that you can keep track of notes and items that you have an interest in. But it also serves another purpose. At the end of today, if you've lined up a few items that you think you have an interest in and you'd like us to work with you on those projects, I want you to send those information forms to your Safeguard representative. Your Safeguard representative will make sure that those entries then get put into our drawing for some great prizes at the end of our show, which we'll announce tomorrow. But in the meantime, we will be announcing some winners from the registration prizes that we offered for those of you who registered before the event today. So before each presenter goes, we'll talk about what prizes they're offering up, and we will make sure we announce those three winners. Okay, so that's enough of me talking today. We want to get on to the show. And I want to thank all of our presenters today to start with, and of course, all of the attendees that are here with us. Let me just let you know, we've got registrations and people attending from 47 states and 3 provinces in Canada, and we're expecting to have a really good participation today. So thank you to all of you who've made the time to be with us. And now, without further ado, I want to get us started here. So let me first introduce our first presenter. Rick French is from PCNA, and PCNA and Rick were part of our presenters from last year as well. And Rick is with Poly Concepts North America, or as I said, PCNA. And he's in charge of facilitating the company's go-to marketing strategy and messaging and ensuring that resellers and end buyers are empowered with the knowledge to make right gifting decisions no matter the application. Rick, it's great to have you back with us again today. Welcome.
I see that I was on mute. There.
You're there, Rick. You're good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Rick.
Good to see you, Kevin. Thanks again for having me. I want to confirm, can I get a verbal confirmation that you can see my screen?
You've got it. We've got it. We can see it. That looks like, is that the drawing prize for our registration winner?
That is the drawing prize for the registration winner. So it's a nice way to open up and make some friends early, right?
Yeah.
So this is a brand called Thule, and Thule is a well-known outdoor brand. It's really known for getting things from one place to another safely while keeping you fashion forward. So today we've brought a 23-liter computer backpack with a $100 value. And you have a name of a winner for us?
I do. Our winner for that prize is Linda Vaggi. She works for, she's the Director of System Events for Geisinger. And we will be in touch with you, Linda, to make sure you can get your hands on that great prize. And thanks, Rick, for doing that. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, Kevin. And Linda, congratulations. I hope you enjoy this. I know you will. So as Kevin said, I'm with Poly Concept North America, and I have a handful of things that I want to show you today on behalf of Deluxe and the Safeguard Group. And so what I really want to make sure you see are some top trending solutions across product categories that you're using, and then also kind of inform you on some kitting and dropship programs that Safeguard Deluxe has in place, because you know events and gift giving have changed, and so you've got to get these things out to your recipients in a timely and efficient manner. So we'll talk to you a bit about that and what Safeguard and the team can apply to you. Before we get into some of the products, I wanted to just kind of bring up these lifestyle trends. And if you were here last time I spoke, then this will be a little bit redundant for you, but this is still true, or these trends still hold true today in the way people are making buying decisions. So as you're looking for products, you can ask yourselves, what am I doing with my branding solutions to address the virtual life? And that doesn't just mean what we're doing across the screen here, or what am I doing to address this trend of family focus, practicality, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to tee those up, show you what they mean, and then show you how products how you can get products that address those trends and actually make a difference when you're in your branding efforts. So virtual life, as I said, that doesn't necessarily just mean these virtual conferences that we're doing. I had a virtual New Year's Eve at my house, which was candidly kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. People are working out online, etc. So there's a whole slew of different ways that people are connecting virtually. And a lot of the products that are already in the marketplace or that have been developed recently, like some of the ones I'm about to show you, address that. So at the top left, you see a set of true wireless earbuds, and true wireless means kind of like Apple AirPods, right? They're completely wireless, they're tethered to nothing. And this is by a brand called Skull Candy that we'll talk about a little bit more later. Addresses that virtual life, whether it's work from home or other application therein. If I go to the bottom of that, this Rocketbook notebook set, for those of you that are familiar with Rocketbook, you're glad to see it, but for those of you that aren't, this offers a way to upload your notes into the cloud and have them automatically go into a designation, or excuse me, an area that you choose. So whether it's your project folder or an email, so on and so forth. And by the way, the paper isn't actually paper, it's a reusable material, so you never have to buy another notebook. Again, addressing that virtual life. If I go down into the bottom right, and we talked about this polo shirt here, you know, now let's talk about this work from home situation. You know, polos, other types of garments are used to be on screen and have logos on your chest, on your shoulder, wherever it makes sense. So all of these are available, again, in one place and address that particular trend through Safeguard and Deluxe. Another trend that's driving behavior during this pandemic is health conscious, right? And that's way beyond things like hand sanitizer. This is talking about watching your diet. This is talking about exercise. This is talking about just making good choices. And so the Safeguard Deluxe group offers you a whole host of products that help you address that when you're branding. So if you start off with something let's start in the bottom middle. It's something as simple as a tote bag. This one is laminated on the inside and the outside so that when you use it, you can bring it back and wipe it off easily and help prevent the spread of germs. Again, with health conscious, if I get up into the upper left corner, this is a cooling towel that when you wet it, it's got a function where it'll actually stay cool for a period of time beyond whatever your outside temperatures are. The bottom, or excuse me, on the top right, bringing lunch to work when we go back to work, bringing lunch to wherever we happen to be going, or I say lunch, but any kind of meal on our own is certainly a trend that is growing. And so we're offering a bento box with a cutting board lid. Again, so you can make healthy, conscious decisions. And when you're branding on the top of this thing, you're addressing this health conscious trend. There are other products here that fit. I won't go through every single one of them. I'll just kind of talk about this movement, and you can see the products that are helping you support it. I'm a father of two, and one of the blessings from this thing has been being home. I typically travel 36 weeks a year, and so I've had, whether forced or just realized, I've been into that with the family a lot more. But seriously, people are spending more time going out to the park with their family or hiking or cooking together or playing games, so on and so forth. So this is a trend that's driving buying behavior. And again, when you're buying branded products, you can ask yourself, am I addressing potentially a family focus with what I'm putting in market? So blankets here I'm showing are a great way to help facilitate, if you will, or make family time when you're watching movies or playing games a little bit more comfy and have your brand evident during that process. And to me, if my goal is really to have to share a great experience and have the brand associated with it. Family time is one that really achieves that, right? You associate good memories with that brand. So the tie-dye flannel in the middle there, that tie-dye is a big trend that happened throughout the pandemic. If you had kids and didn't tie-dye a t-shirt through this whole thing, then you've missed out. Bottom left, we brought in a cooler to address this trend because, again, people are getting out into the park more as a family and having a lunch or sharing a meal or just having something ready to drink. And so we thought, let's bring out more coolers, make some of them more in the backpack form so they're easy to take. And this particular one is also made of recycled materials. It's recycled PET bottles. So we'll talk a little bit more about that on a coming slide. But again, more products here that you can see that are driving that family focus trend. Oh, appreciation and practicality. That is, we all want to know that our dollars are being spent in a practical way. We want to ensure that the products that we use for branding have a life beyond the time that they're given. So again, practical products. The other thing that fits into practicality is that idea of sustainability and products that are made of sustainable materials or are sustainable themselves certainly fall into that practical category when we're making decisions. So if I start with the upper left with this bento box, now I know I showed you a bento box earlier. So this addresses that same trend, but it's practical in the sense that it's also eco-friendly. PLA, without going into any real specifics here, is a plant-based material that allows this to fit into the sustainable category. In the bottom right side, the soft shell jacket fits into practical because, again, the kind of thing that's going to have a life beyond the moment that it's given, and we fit it also into that eco platform here. In the bottom left, this computer rucksack is practical because, again, it has a great impact when you're branding and you're giving it away, but having something to use for work, for the park, for whatever the initiative is or the event is beyond is where this computer backpack is going to get used. And by the way, the fact that it's coming in somewhere between $18 and $25 is also a practical spend. And in the middle, I thought I'd show an office kind of application, middle top. I brought in a journal book here that is a new product that's made of recycled materials as well and selling for in the $8 to $11 range. So really, again, practical solutions for your branding efforts. Now, I talked about eco initiatives earlier, and a lot of the things that the Deluxe and Safeguard team can bring to you are part of a platform that give back, that are sustainable, as we talked about, but also give back. So you have an opportunity to know and have them demonstrate for you that your purchase is going to this organization called 1% for the Planet. PCNA participates with 1% for the Planet through the two initiatives that you see here, One Tree Planted and Well Aware. And we're happy to say that we've already built and are maintaining 2 wells in Eastern Africa as the result of all of our customers, but in large part because of Deluxe and Safeguard. And then also One Tree Planted, we've put over 80,000 trees in the ground, and we're pretty excited to say that. And it's a way for you to show people, or if you know that your branding efforts are taking even a step further. These are some more of the products that fall into that realm, and we cross categories here. So the Safeguard Deluxe team can really bring you a ton of different things. Journal books, utensil sets, bags, so on and so forth. I made a point here of highlighting a tag that comes on most of these products. And I say most, there's only a small handful that don't have this tag. But when you give it out, we want to make sure that the person that ends up receiving this thing, whether it's in the park or at a concert or at work or at home, that they know it's part of this initiative. So one side will say, once upon a time I was a bottle, but I came back to carry your things, if it happens to be a bag. And then the flip side of that, we'll talk about the 1% for the Planet initiative. Again, just allowing you to further your footprint as it relates to social and other responsibilities. I'll take a breath for a second and talk about this slide at a high level, because it's important that you know that this team, Deluxe Safeguard, can bring you brands that people are familiar with, lots of them. And in this time, folks are looking for things that are familiar. And so I have highlighted 5 brands here because they're available and they're certainly the most visible at retail at the moment. On the left, Thule, is that we talked about Thule at the beginning of our time together today. It's an outdoor brand of backpacks and roof racks and other things. Herschel is the most progressive and visible backpack and bag brand at retail at the moment. Skull Candy, we mentioned those in the earbuds earlier today. For those of you that are in the market for earbuds and other audio devices, Skull Candy holds the #1 space at retail for any true wireless products that are under $100. And you can imagine what that market looks like, and that's really the sweet spot of where you're going to be buying. Camelback, as you probably all know, promotes hydration and its rugged nature. They have a lifetime warranty. We get stories about bottles that have been run over by tanks literally and are still working. So just remember that this group, Safeguard Deluxe, has access to all these brands, and so they're able to bring them to you. And I'm running right up on my time here, I think, Kevin, but I wanted to make a kind of a plug on this, what a price range of products that you all are bringing to market, especially now. And if you don't see the pattern, well, you wouldn't see the pattern unless I pointed out to you, but this really falls between $3 and about $13 range, which is a value price point that is tough to fill. Right, there tends to be commodity products that are under $3 or higher end products that are over 15. And through the pandemic, we've done a great job of developing products that have a high value to price ratio, all of which Safeguard and Deluxe has the opportunity to bring you. And these are just some good examples. I mean, to have an outdoor Bluetooth speaker for under $10 is fantastic. These slim can insulator for under $10. By the way, that slim can is just not going anywhere, right? That seems to be the new most popular drink size in the marketplace, so on and so forth. So it was important for us to just show that. And then finally, I told you I would talk to you about Safeguard Deluxe's ability to bring you drop ship and kitting capabilities and make it easy for you. So what they're able to do through PCNA is bring a set of hard goods and or apparel, whether together or independently, put it in a box, have some cards customized, have labels customized, and drop ship them to your end users at what's really a competitive price. And it's a turnkey solution. That's the best part of it. You talk to one person at Safeguard Deluxe, they talk to one person at our facility, and we make all that happen. Again, just facilitating your branding needs. So I told you that these are the 2 things we were going to accomplish today. You would see those top trending pieces. Remember those trends. This presentation is being made available to all your Safeguard and Deluxe contacts. So if you want to know what those trends are again, to understand and make sure that you are addressing one of them when you give out a gift, they'll make sure that you can be refreshed with those. And I told you you'd know about this drop ship program. So I think we covered everything, Kevin.
I think you sure did, and you did it right on time. Awesome job. I tell you, what I really love at the end is you're kind of tying all those great trends together in a kitting program. So you literally could have a kit that covers a health item, a family focus item, a practical item, an eco-smart item, and a name brand, all in one package if you wanted to.
All with one phone call. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks so much. So Tracy, I hope you're out there keeping track of what's out in our chat room. Have we got any questions for Rick?
I absolutely do. Thanks, Kevin. Rick, the question came in for you. What was that product code on the slim can insulated cup?
That is called the S as in Sam, M as in Mary, 6598.
Okay. And with many of the same similar items being offered, how do companies differentiate themselves?
Well, let's go to that packaging piece for a second, Tracy. That's really one way to differentiate. Get it to them easily, get it to them in a customized fashion, and create an experience, right? What I really didn't get into was that piece has some decorative paper on the inside. Just when people are receiving these gifts at home or not at an event, you want it to be more of an experience than just a brown box. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is work a little more closely, I think, with your Safeguard Deluxe team members and because they're the experts at taking something simple like a a can insulator, and making it special for you.
That sounds fantastic. And truly, that is the objective of promotional items, right?
I think, well, I'm going to disagree, actually. I think that I'm sorry, Tracy.
It's okay.
To me, I think if our mission is to make sure that the brand gets beyond, the exchange and has a life beyond that. To me, that's promotional product. That's keeping a brand in front of people. But yeah, I mean, coupled with, if you can differentiate it and create the experience, I think that's maybe where you were going. Then yeah, that is our mission.
That sounds great. I have one more quick question and then we're on. So what is the product code for that cooling towel?
Yes. Hold on, I'm right close. It is these 1631-20.
1631-20. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and move on for now. Kevin, it is back to you.
All right. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Rick. Great job. And for those of you who are hearing these numbers, that's folks are writing those down on their interest forms. If you don't have an interest form or you weren't able to download it for any reason, still keep track of what you're interested in, projects you might want to work with us on, and send an email to your Safeguard or Deluxe representative at the end of the show today, and we'll make sure you still get entered into the drawing for one of the great prizes we're going to give away. So thank you for that. All right, let's move on. Our next presenter is Rob Newell from Sanmar. Rob is the National Account Manager at Sanmar and has over 25 years of apparel experience. Sanmar is the largest supplier in the industry, a family-owned and operated company that offers clothing and accessories with some of the top exclusive brands like Nike, Carhartt, the North Face, just to name a few. And Rob's been with us before. He's a great friend to Safeguard and Deluxe. Welcome, Rob.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. I really appreciate it. Gosh, just love to say I wish everybody is warm, safe, and healthy, most importantly, especially with what's going on across the country right now. So happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, it's a crazy day for weather across the country for sure. So. Yep.
Kevin, did you want to jump into the first raffle or the raffle?
Yeah, let's talk to us about what we've got a winner for the registration portion of our prizes, and
Nice.
What are you giving away, Rob?
Yeah, so we wanted to get a little bit creative and make it a little bit more personal. So we have 4 different raffle prize options, and the winners will be able to choose from either an OGO golf bag, $200 worth of ladies North Face, or Travis Matthews, a new collection that we're introducing right now, and a suitcase. I know a suitcase is kind of a head scratcher, but we are seeing people get out there and travel personally, maybe not for work, but people are getting out there and exploring and taking some fun time. So
awesome. That's great. Well, let me tell you, let me announce who our winner is of one of those great prizes that they can choose from. I believe it's a female. It's Laura Lee Erickson. She's the manager for King Technology. She works with our distributed Brand Advantage Group out of Minnesota. So congratulations, Laura Lee. You can choose one of those great prizes. We will be sure to get with you to get you hooked up with all of that stuff and get it shipped off to you. So congratulations. Congrats. Now, remember everybody, you'll be able, if you win in the prize drawings after the event today, you'll be able to choose one of these prizes as well. So be sure to keep track of what you're interested in and get those forms and emails into your Safeguard advisor. All right, Rob, off to you. Take it away.
Awesome. So listen, would first just kind of love to talk a little bit about the fall and some of the trends that we were seeing there. Name brands were absolutely hot. We saw Carhartt just sell like crazy. We were, lucky enough to introduce ladies Carhartt wear, Cotopaxi, another fun, sustainable brand that was huge in the fall. North Face. Really what you're seeing here is name brands and then items that made you feel comfortable. So those were a couple of the big trends that we saw back in the fall. But here in the spring, what we're noticing is people are focusing on kind of themselves. They're focusing on their neighborhoods and what does that community look like, and then also what is that footprint? What kind of sustainable, messaging and buying decisions are they making in the marketplace? So what does this really mean? I mean, most of us have kind of looked at, our lives a little bit differently in the last year. And now, a lot of people have started working on their house. People are starting to get outdoors. Maybe they're hiking, they're camping, they're fishing, they're RVing, or even going golfing. Golf is growing like crazy, which is crazy. Another thing that we're seeing is people are working on their homes and they really, really care about, their gardens and their lifestyle, and, crafting is really going crazy right now. We're also seeing, people start to look at, what's essential and what's close by. So even urban planners are now designing neighborhoods that are really self-sufficient. Everything is within, walking distance in some cases. So safety and control, getting out and going to a farmer's market is definitely starting to happen. And, what's going to make you feel safe as you're doing that? Also, we do feel pretty strong that restaurants and kind of that mid and upper tier are starting to pick up and will pick up, into the fall. So we'll talk a little bit about some of those products. And then, investing in yourself. This is really important nowadays. I myself, kind of gained the COVID-15. So I'm focused on being a self-preserver and, what kind of investments, what kind of products do I want to use and wear, and what kind of colors are important right now. And we're seeing, neutrals, kind of an enhanced neutral, and, some cool forever shades, all wellness based colors are being, really, really strong. So in a nutshell, what we're really going to talk about is more sustainable items and making, that in your product decisions. We're going to talk about what's essential nowadays. And then also, how are we investing in ourselves and taking care of ourselves? So, kind of fun and new for Sanmar. We are introducing Travis Matthews. So this is now available at all of your Safeguard and Deluxe distributors. This is a really cool lifestyle brand that, has a California vibe for the golf course, but it's still dressy enough for work and even, tailored enough to take it on a date night. So it's kind of an all-around brand that fits a lifestyle. So we're introducing a whole collection. We have the Oceanside solid polo. We're introducing also the heathered polo. These are all going to be cotton rich fabrics. So in retail, what we're seeing is cotton rich is, definitely a big trend that's going on right now. And these are super soft to the hand, but still moisture wicking, quick dry, they have stretch and they're wrinkle resistant. So performance all the way across the board. We're also introducing some new color blocks. Color blocks are trending. I'm even wearing the chest stripe, polo. This is actually called the Cabana chest stripe, but huge right now in retail. And this is kind of the signature look for Travis Matthew. We're also introducing 3 outerwear styles to go right along with the collection. We have 2 fleece options, a quarter zip and a full zip, very lightweight functional layering styles, as well as lightweight full zip jacket to go along with, wherever you may be and whatever you want to wear. To complete the style and the look, we also have 3 different, cap options. We have the Fomo Cap, which is more of a novelty piece. And actually, I apologize. Let me zoom in here real quick. It gives you kind of a cool detail, and what we're seeing is multiple decoration methods. So here you already have a cool print, and now when you add your logo, it's going to just pop even more. So it gives a lot of visual detail. But all of the Travis Matthew caps are just amazing. Performance, they have flex fit technology, even the trucker style has that flex fit technology. So it fits every head and it's just kind of a cool piece. In OGIO, we're expanding a little bit more and getting into some cool new styles for today's wear. So whether you're in front of a camera or you're going out and venturing or This is very functional, soft, cotton-rich feel fabrics, but very functional. And these colors coordinate with all of the different lady styles that we currently offer. So color coordination is really big here. We're also coming out with some new, more of that protection kind of model, but what we call the React. So this is the Super Pro React. It's 6 different styles and 18 different colors that coordinate. And the cool thing here is it is stain resistant, it's wrinkle resistant and easy care. And like we talked about earlier, restaurants and people caring about, kind of what they're wearing, and they want it to be protective and, have some kind of protection on the fabric itself. That's what we're seeing here. We're also introducing a value price point, stain release, wrinkle resistant, and easy to care for polo for men and women with some great detail, longer length in the placket, and just a little bit more contemporary. A little bit more of an elevated look. We're introducing the new City Stretch polo, and here you'll notice, especially for the ladies, we have just a longer length detail in the sleeve, and then also a full button placket. So something that looks much more feminine, but great hand, great feel, and we feel like this is kind of the direction that women's apparel is definitely requiring. We're also expanding even more in our Luxe. This is the new tunic as well as the jewel neck top. You'll see the sleeve, actually sleeve details, so slits, a little bit of visual appeal, and then also even that little gathering at the bottom of the sleeve. So something that's more contemporary, very comfortable, and still, is fun to wear in and out, and just super soft for women. And then our concept collection, we've expanded, we've added new colors and just expanded even more for product that women actually want to wear. And like I said, you can dress it up or dress it down, but this is just fun, comfortable, and classy product. In a little bit more of a streetwear inspiration, we're seeing some brands and that younger generation kind of influence new fabrics and feels. So we're excited to be introducing a new era, a new tri-blend series. So here you have just super soft, durable, as well as performance, and a new t-shirt, a 3/4 sleeve with a great little banding detail, and then also a hoodie. So we're just expanding a little bit more. Last year, we introduced the new All Made t-shirt, which is a fun, great, recycled t-shirt. So actually my new favorite t-shirt I've been wearing, but we're excited to expand this offering, and now we're coming out with the new All Made 100% organic tee. So this is made without fertilizers and pesticides, made from US organic grown cotton here, but super soft and still at a price point, ready for your logo. On the sustainable front, last year we introduced the new ReTee program, so recycled t-shirts, and now we're introducing the new youth version. So if you have any events that are for the whole family, now you have not only the adult versions, but also the youth version to, have everybody look the same, but also, to wear a product that is completely recycled. So there's no re-dyeing for the fabric. It is something that's truly good for the environment and just for your well-being. Also within District, we're excited to be introducing a new direct-to-garment t-shirt. And what that means is this is an on-demand solution. So we're finding a lot of programs, a lot of customers like yourselves, they don't want to invest in carrying a lot of inventory in their program. So this is actually a t-shirt that's designed to do a multicolor print or direct to garment on, so low minimums, and it actually uses fewer chemicals and all that. So it's a shirt designed for that on-demand program, and it's just a cool look and feel, and we're really excited about it. Plus you get all of that, tri-blend material. So it has that super soft hand, that durability. And now you have really the three top fashion brands in the marketplace. You know, when it comes to fashion tees, we're seeing District, Next Level, and Bella Canvas. Those are by far the top three, you know, fashion brands in the marketplace. And people are looking for something a little bit nicer, something that they want to wear. And, you know, a lot of the basic t-shirts are really moving into these fashion tees. So we're really excited about, you know, having the three brands. In streetwear, we also have a little bit of, you know, kind of an update, more of that enhanced heathered look. So this is the new Strive t-shirt and polos. We're also expanding even more in our safety program. So we have new vests and t-shirts that are ANSI Class 2 and Class 3. You know, as people are investing in themselves, cities, counties, states, you know, all that infrastructure, now we have safety options that are available. Carhartt, we've added the new online bib overall. So great for the spring, you know, people that are out there and active, whether they're in their garden or working at home or they're on the job site, this is another great option for them to kind of live their authenticity. And then we're really excited to be introducing the new Carhartt bags, which are truly, I mean, they're authentic, they're built on heritage, and job site appropriate. So what we have here is kind of a good, better, best offering, and we have different categories. So here you're going to see hauling bags, so tool bag, we've got a utility tote, and then duffel bags that are available. We're introducing more gear bags. So here you get into 3 different backpack options, and then waist packs or fanny packs are huge. So we're really excited to have another name brand option when it comes to, you know, something to protect, you know, carry all of your essential needs right on your body and keep it close. And then, you know, another big push out there in the market right now is definitely coolers, you know, protecting, whether you're going to the farmer's market and you want to keep what you've purchased and bring it home, or you're going to work or going to the park. What does that look like? How do you, you know, kind of control what you're putting in your body? And coolers, we think, are really growing, and backpack coolers are definitely one of the biggest trends we're seeing in retail, and then, you know, all over the place. Couple more Cotopaxi. I know I mentioned in the beginning, but Cotopaxi is a very unique, sustainable brand, 100% repurposed fabrics, and we have 3 different styles that we have available. Again, the fanny pack is one of the best sellers here, but you know, a fun brand. Every single bag is going to be completely unique. So every color of the bag is going to be different. The sewers are allowed to pick whatever color they want. So just a fun, sustainable brand for that younger generation that we're seeing in the marketplace. And then just a couple more, you know, investing in yourself and fitness. The Nike Legend tee is by far the #1 selling, you know, t-shirt in retail for Nike. And, you know, this is a great style for health and wellness programs, or, you know, your 5K that's coming up, whether it's virtual or in person, but another great option. And then, you know, for the spring, we're seeing lightweight fleeces. This is by far Nike's #1 seller, the ThermaFit. So just some cool, fun, you know, inspired styles. And then a little bit later this spring, we are really excited to be introducing Wonder Wing. So we're getting into more of that protective gear for that essential worker. So through your Safeguard and Deluxe distributor, you'll have access to another great option. Our plan here is to actually have a better best. So we're picking up the Work Flex series as well as the Premier Flex. Deep inventory, quicker turnaround times, a huge collection, and we're just really excited to be introducing this and you know, help everybody protect themselves and take care of, you know, their local essential workers. And without ado,
you're right on time, Rob. Perfect.
Cool.
I love the whole idea of investing in yourself, and I'm going to invest in myself and call you about the Travis Matthews brand very shortly, Rob.
Awesome.
I need some new logo wear for sure.
Love it.
Thank you for that. We've got some really great stuff. Tracy, have we got any questions for Rob? I imagine we have some for him.
We do have a few questions for Rob. So we're going to do this on rapid fire.
Yep.
So one of the questions was about Travis Matthew. Are there any ladies options? I think maybe there's minimal. What you got?
Yeah, so as of right now, we picked up their best-selling styles. We do plan on adding lady styles in the near future, but as of today, unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
Quick, next question. What type of decoration do you recommend for the Hello Luxe items?
Yeah, so I think embroidery, heat transfer, and laser are probably the three best methods. One of the things that we're trying to do to make sure that each and every Safeguard and Deluxe distributor and salesperson is offering the right method is we're trying to provide more detail on each item. So depending upon the size of the logo and the stitch count, embroidery will definitely be an option. The larger the logo, though, I probably would shy away from embroidery, but it's a heavy enough fabric where laser as well as heat applied graphics like cool transfers and things like that are definitely something I would consider.
Totally get it. I have a question. Are you going to expand the Cotopaxi brand? They have some great jackets.
Yeah, so we're excited. We're working on it for, I'm not sure if we'll make it for this fall, but yes, we are planning on a whole collection of different styles. Currently, we offer through Safeguard and Deluxe the Del Dia collection, which really was a great sustainable message, but we are looking at a whole collection. I think it may be launching in January of next year, but yeah, definitely. We are going to be expanding Cotopaxi.
Wow, that was rapid fire with Rob. And there's a couple of other questions on item numbers. We'll get with Rob and see if we can get those posted in the questions. Right now, it is back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Tracy. Great job. And don't forget, fill out that information form or send an email to your representative to let them know what products or programs you want to work with us on. And that'll get you entered into a drawing for one of those great prizes that Rob showed at the beginning of his presentation. Thank you again, Rob. Always a pleasure. And we look forward to talking to you soon. Okay, on to our final presenter of the day, and Deshawn Diggs, who is new to Ignite Your Brand Virtual. We're really glad to have him with us. He is a 16-year veteran for Gemline and currently serves as their Vice President of National Accounts. Gemline was founded in 1958 and is the promotional product industry's premier supplier of bags, business accessories, stationery, drinkware, gifts, and writing instruments, and is ranked as one of the largest industry suppliers by the Advertising Specialty Institute, otherwise known as ASI. And in fact, they were just recently recognized by ASI as the Supplier of the Year. So Deshawn, welcome to Ignite Your Brand Virtual.
Hey, well, thank you. Appreciate the nice, kind words, and glad to be a part of it.
Awesome. So talk to us about the prize for our registration winner.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, so what we decided to do, we recently partnered up with Osprey, which is a performance brand that has bags for outdoors and many different ones to choose from, but we focused in on their Arcane collection, which uses recycled materials as water repellent. And there's 3 different options that they will, the team will be able to choose from. So we have the Tote Bag, or the Arcane Large Day Pack, or the very popular Roll Top Pack that they could choose from.
Oh, super nice, super nice. So let me announce our final winner from the registration drawings, and that is Myvette Sousa, who's the corporate engagement manager for Blunt Foods and works with our distributor Scott Simmons up in the Northeast. And congratulations to you, Myvette, and we will be in touch with you to make sure you can get your choice of one of these great bags. So Deshawn, talk to us about what you guys see as trends and new products for 2021.
Very nice. So again, thank you. And over the next 15 minutes or so, I will highlight, what's driving sales from 2020, what did we see, and what rolled over into 21 from a sales and engagement standpoint. So we'll run through those things, share them. Hopefully there's some nuggets that the team can take away and put to work.
Cool.
So one of the biggest things, and this is a trend that you probably heard from my counterparts, is brands. Brands is something that has certainly driven sales, for us. And here you can see the full portfolio of our brands that are available to you. And all of these brands are very recognizable and trusted in the marketplace, and they pair up really nicely with your brand. And now these products are being delivered to people's doorsteps, and it's something about a brand that people know and trust that is delivering on those goods. So you can see up top, Corksicle, Igloo, Moleskin, Mirror. There's just a full assortment of these different brands that are out in the marketplace, and happy to be able to offer them up to you. And if you look at the bottom of the slide there, we also have a collection of what we call house brands. And our in-house design team designs 80% of the products that is available from the gym line assortment. And the other 20% is augmented in from these retail brand partnerships. But these house brands at the bottom, basically, these are design products that have the same look and feel as a retail brand that you might see in the marketplace, but they're just going to be offered to you at a different price point. So really just depending upon the budget that your client may have, you can step your customer up and down the ladder, and they'll have some choices there that they can make and create this good, better, best selling opportunity for them. So one of the newest brand partners that we have collaborated with is from Newell. And so we'll take 16 of Paper Mate and Sharpie styles. They're best-selling styles we're going to have available to extend out to you all effective on March the 1st. So extremely excited about that and the relationship and what that will bring forth. And then also, as we just featured there as one of the raffle prizes, we partnered up with Osprey in the fall of 2020. And really, we're going to have, again, their top selling styles are going to be available to you, and primarily focusing in on the backpacks. But we will have a few totes and duffel bags that you can choose from, but a very nice brand, very much focused on being outdoors and being active in the marketplace with, again, health, wellness, that type of thing. This brand certainly ties in nicely with that. And what you guys can look to do as you move forward into much nicer weather, hopefully here in the near future. A couple other brands that we partnered up with over the summer in 2020. And I will pause just to say that onboarding new brands and brand partnerships, it's not an easy task to do, but what we really did a nice job of is fast tracking the relationships and bringing relevant brands to market. And certainly, going through the middle of the pandemic in the summer of 2020, American Red Cross is a brand that most people recognize and trust, but it was a nice job of really taking some PPE products and then bundling those products with the American Cross brand, and then bundling it inside some of Gymline's top selling pieces, whether it's backpacks or pouches, which are very, very relevant in the marketplace as well. And then also Modern Sprout is a new one that we brought on board, and extremely excited with the relationship there. And as you guys know, most people are working in a different environment. Now they're deployed from their traditional office environment and find themselves working in their homes, be it their living rooms, the kitchens, and other places. But this Green Thumb or the Modern Sprout plants has become, a home essential. And it was nice where people can play on it, plant seeds moving into 2021, but exciting brand, glad to have it available to you all. And then we also ventured off into a new category for us, which is the hand care category. And again, about relevant product at the right time. And certainly these two brands with Soapbox at the top and Beekman 1802 at the bottom, it couldn't have been a better time to introduce these products to the marketplace. So you can either get the soaps in the bar format or the pump dispense from the top. And there's just an assortment of different scents and flavors that you can get with the soap. But with both of these brands, they're made in the USA. And the actual decoration or the branding of your client's logo will actually go on the tote bag that you see at the top or the pouch that you see at the bottom. So the soap itself will have the retail branding and packaging that you see there on the products. One of the things that we talked about where we were seeing requests and what was really generating information was give back and programs that offer a give back. People we were finding were wanting to align their brands with companies that had a unique story, a give back, or a cause that they really truly can stand behind. And 2 years ago, there wasn't an option that we really could go to. But to fast forward to where we are now, extremely excited to be able to share. We have 6 different brands that you can choose. And again, the presentation will be shared with you guys so you can kind of go through. But I would really encourage you to take the time to get to know the story behind each of these unique different products that are there. I'll spend a little bit of time and focus in on Mirror, which is at the top left. And they have a unique, go-to-market story with their products where they take 3% of the top line revenue that is generated by the brand, and it is given back to a very specific cause. And that can go into 1 or 3 buckets. So either clean water, education, or building stronger communities. And really all 3 of those are very significant and very relevant to the market and what we're dealing with right now. But as you can see on the bottom of every drinkware piece that we offer from Mirror, they have a unique give back code. And so that code, if you go to Mirror's website, mirror.com, you can type in that specific give code. And what it will do is it will share in real time pictures, visuals of where that 3% of that top line revenue is going back towards. So it could be a Boys and Girls Club in downtown, in Dallas, that the funds are going back towards, or it may be going to a clean water project that's in the Dominican. But either way, you will see in real time where are those funds actually going back towards. So it's really a neat program. It's nice that you can see and just the transparency that the brand is sharing out. But again, buying decisions are sometimes being made now based off of what is the cause, what is the story, what is the give back that is going there. So again, take some time, get to know the stories with each of these different brands and what they have there to offer. And then the other thing, as far as what were we seeing in the marketplace that was driving sales, and really it comes down to gifting and experiences that are out there. Customers want to find ways to help their employees connect. How can they connect with their peers in the marketplace? How can they connect with families being at home? These are the types of things that we were seeing tremendous success in during Q4, but that trend won't stop during the holiday season. It's going to move forward into the new year. And if you just look or work with me going left to right, you can see this little popcorn popper at the bottom of the page. So you can buy the popcorn popper by itself, or you can buy it with a few of the different seasonings like you see in the Pop and Wow. Or you can get it with 5 seasonings, additional popcorn, and have the set actually bundled into this with this little Comcast tote bag that you see with the ribbon. But again, how many times and how many of you guys have watched Netflix at home? You've all probably have your favorite series there that you can share, but it's things like this that you can make that experience all the more special, with that. And as you work across here, we have a Bodacious Barbecue Kit. I having a little affinity with that. I'm a Kansas City guy, so I love my barbecue. And then as you work across, you see the little taco night kit. Again, all about creating experiences. And I'll share a little story here that we worked with on with the client. We had one of the sales managers with the company come to us, and he had us send out the taco night kit to all of his sales team. And then we looked at our calendar, we circled the date, we got together, and we created and made, a meal together, taco night. It was Tuesday. They wanted to do a Taco Tuesday night. We had beverages, but we shared. And the big thing that I took away from that was the smiles and the laughs that were shared that one night, was pretty impressive. And it wasn't just a product that gets thrown into the closet, you maybe never see it again, or gets left behind at the hotel room. This was something about creating an experience where people were able to connect, but it was a live case study that they were able to go take out and share that with some of their best customers. So just again, another way to help you connect with people. And then here, I just wanted to highlight some other things that we saw as successes in the 2020 and moving forward into 21. You know, we did a lot of tote bags and a one color screen print across the front, but really if you look at the box, that craft box in the bottom left, this is really where we saw things moving towards. So it was a drinkware with a moleskin writing journal. So bundling and kitting became very, very important in the marketplace, again, as these products were being drop shipped and delivered to people's homes. So everything from cold brews to coffee and porigamis that you see here with the piece, or the traditional kind of food towers that you see at the top. Food was again, a very strong seller for us in the marketplace. Food invokes happiness. People love to eat. You consume the food, but now we have an option for you where you can have a gift that keeps giving. So you see down here the thank you, the customized cards, a drinkware piece, a curated gift set with different foods that are offered there. But all of those things can be bundled inside some of our top selling products. Here you see the red little piccolo tote in the bottom right corner. But whether it's an igloo cooler or a backpack, again, as I mentioned, you can consume the food, but now you have this great gift that just keeps giving as you move forward into the new year. And then I would be remiss if I didn't mention PPE. You know, we were all dealing with it here, but what's hot and what's going to be there. And this is, you know, whether you like it or you don't like it, masks are going to be here for a little while. And you know, and certainly we have different options there in the middle of the screen. You see the single-use mask that is certainly there and relevant, but at the top left and at the top bottom left, you know, athleisure mask, the reusable mask, pleated mask, you know, all of those products really there across the perimeter of the page. You notice they have these adjustable toggles here around the ear. So the comfort and the fit of the product it's really, you know, it was prime and it was key for that to work. So you'll have different fabrications, you have different price points that you can choose and work with there, but the weight and the hand of these masks are there and they're available. So I would just lean into us and our team, and we can support the efforts there with what you're looking for. So then as we move into 2021, our design team has identified 3 different trends that we see very relevant in the marketplace. And what we're going to do, I'll just highlight the trend and then maybe a product or a collection of product that ties to each of these different trends. So the first trend here to talk about is co-op. And really it's about standing up and doing what is right. Recycle and reinvent. Sustainable product that's going to be maintained in the marketplace. So this is a brand, Rumi, which stands for Reuse Me. We came out with a nice recycle collection of different products. So you'll see it in either the burlap or the black colorway, but from a backpack, duffel, tote, or the pouch. And pouches, again, have been very, very popular in the marketplace to hold all of your accessories, from your tech accessories, lip gloss, makeup, etc. there. But then also now all of your PPE essentials can also play into that as well in the market. But this will certainly ties into what that trend is all about. And the Rumi brand is very recognizable in the marketplace. And then with the recycled materials here, it should lead to some good opportunities for you as you move into 21. And then here, I just touched on earlier with the raffle prize, we featured the large Arcane Osprey backpack. And again, if you're at REI or any of the outdoor retailers, you will see this brand in the marketplace. But what we were talking about is really the materials there from the recycled bottles and that type of thing to kind of keep you moving. Then curate is another trend here that we have, and it's about well-being and connectivity. So live, work, and play. And here's an example of the product which you can see with our Truman collection, which is all modular, where you can have your cell phones and other technology pieces there with it. I touched on Modern Sprout earlier in the market. And then the last trend here is Navigate, which is about connecting with the outdoors and people finding different ways to connect. And one of the groupings of product, I touched on Mirror, but we also do bags and packs and day packs and waist packs for Mirror. And everything I talked about, they have that same give code inside of the bags, just as they did with the drinkware. And then the last thing I would touch on is our global solutions, which is our direct import capabilities. And really, you can take any of these, the top where you see the gray, those are stocked items that we have. You can buy right off the shelf. But if you had a unique colorway, pattern, or PMS color that you wanted to get to, we can create those things for you. We need a little bit of time, 75 to 90 days to create that. But really, you have a whiteboard that you can create designs and concepts that can fit your customers' needs there with that. So I appreciate your time and the opportunity to share with you all. Hopefully you can take away a few nuggets from brands, from trends to PPE and what's selling out in the marketplace. But hopefully we can lock arms on this and take the momentum into 2021 together. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Co-op, curate, navigate. I like those three things. I think the whole give back programs really resonated with me. And I love the idea that you have like 6 or 7 different give back programs that customers can choose from that maybe fit with their own company culture and what their own company is trying to achieve. So really cool stuff. And I really appreciate you coming on with us today. I know we're kind of running a little bit short on time. We're getting the top of the hour. So Tracy, real quick, do we've got any questions for Deshawn that we can run through kind of quickly here?
Well, I had a couple of questions that I'd really like to ask. The taco kit, was there a product code or is that just the taco kit for one? For two, shelf life on foods?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so first, yes, if you're on our website, you can just type in taco kit and it'll pull up specifically like the item number that comes up with it, have all the other pertinent information that goes along with it. And then with the shelf life of all of the products that we have, yeah, typically it's depending on the products, but most of the things that we're bringing in, we kind of resurface through it. But I would, most of them, it's 90 days that it would be available to it. Some would maybe have a little bit longer of a shelf life there, but we kind of surface through that. And if anything was pushing up on that date, then we would just pull it off and not make it available to the trade or the marketplace with that.
Okay, got one other question real quick. Most of the items that you've shown have a one color decoration. Do any of those items have like a multicolor decoration, or did you just show it for the with the one color for simplicity?
Yeah, that was exactly it. So really, you have the option. Any and all of the products are going to be available. I say any and all, but either you're going to have the option to screen print or heat transfer, which is going to allow you to have many different colors, applied to the products, or you can just do single prints in 1, 2, 3, or 4 colors. Typically, if you get beyond 4 colors, we will probably, look to have a move to a heat transfer. It's just probably more cost prohibitive to go that route, or certainly embroidery is another option, or DeBoss with the product. So it was just probably just a matter of what we selected, but certainly from a decoration standpoint, you got options there.
Okay, sounds great. We had one other question, which was the corporate hotel gift options, and I think that one's going to take a little longer. If you want to reach out to your Safeguard Deluxe sales rep, we could definitely get some information back over to you. And I did want to note your website is gemline.com. Is that correct?
That is correct. www.gemline.com, and you can find everything in our assortment there. And please, yes, don't hesitate to reach out to your local Gemline regional rep, and they can answer those questions, or you can reach out to myself, and we can certainly put our heads together and get you some ideas and solutions for whatever it is that you're looking for.
Awesome. That is Quick Fire with Deshawn from Gemline. Thank you so much. Yes. Kevin, back to you. Thanks.
All right, Trace, thank you so much. And Deshawn, thanks again, once again. So folks, we've gone a little bit over our hour. I appreciate your patience with us and sticking with us for the whole show today. A couple of things to remember, as Tracy just said, if you still have questions, we haven't gotten to them yet, get to your Safeguard or Deluxe representative. We'll be happy to get those answers for you. And then, of course, you can use your interest form or just send an email to your Safeguard or Deluxe representative. We'll make sure we use that to answer your questions, but also to get you entered into the drawing for one of those 3 great prizes that you saw given away today, earlier today. So thank you for that. So let me just end by just thanking all of the attendees and vendors who were here with us today. We really appreciate you taking the time to be with us. I want to let you know also that we will be, this has been recorded, and we'll be putting this up on our YouTube site, which you can find us at Safeguard Ignite Your Brand. And we've got several other of our Ignite Your Brands that have been recorded previously or up on that site, so you might want to take a look at that as well. And one last item to remind you about is we will be having another event in May, May 12th. Be on the lookout for a save the date in your email coming soon, and we hope to see you there in May. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Stay warm and stay safe.
Absolutely. Thanks again, guys.